Vince McMahon always had a vision, a dream that extended far beyond what anyone in the wrestling world had imagined. He saw the potential in professional wrestling, not just as a sport, but as a form of entertainment that could rival the biggest spectacles in the world. His father, Vincent J. McMahon, had built a successful wrestling promotion in the Northeast, laying the foundation for what was to come. But Vince Jr. had bigger dreams, dreams that would take wrestling to heights never before seen. He envisioned a world where wrestling transcended regional boundaries, becoming a global phenomenon. He imagined it captivating audiences worldwide, uniting fans from different cultures through the universal language of storytelling and spectacle. This vision drove him to acquire his father's company, Capital Wrestling Corporation, in 1982, marking the beginning of a new era. It was the first step in a journey that would revolutionize the industry and redefine what wrestling could be. Vince McMahon understood that to achieve his ambitious goals, he needed to change the game, to think beyond the limitations of the time. Wrestling at the time was largely confined to regional territories, with each promotion operating independently. It was bound by tradition and often lacked the production value or storytelling to attract a wider audience. Vince recognized the limitations of this model and saw an opportunity to create something bigger, something bolder. He envisioned a spectacle that would captivate audiences beyond the traditional wrestling fanbase, something that would rival mainstream entertainment. He wanted to create an experience that would leave fans in awe, an event that would be remembered for years to come. McMahon's vision went beyond the ring, beyond the physicality of the sport. He recognized that wrestling was about more than just athletic competition. It was about drama, emotion, and connection. It was about storytelling, about larger-than-life characters, and about captivating narratives that unfolded week after week, keeping fans on the edge of their seats. He saw the potential to create an immersive world that would draw viewers in and keep them hooked, a world where anything was possible. It was a world where good battled evil, heroes triumphed, and villains plotted their revenge, creating timeless rivalries. With this vision in mind, Vince McMahon embarked on a mission to transform the wrestling industry, to make it bigger, better, and more exciting than ever before. He broke away from the established territorial system that had governed professional wrestling for decades, a bold and controversial move. This bold move was met with resistance from some promoters, who saw it as a threat to their way of life, but Vince was undeterred. He understood that to achieve true success, he needed to reach beyond the traditional wrestling audience, to appeal to a broader spectrum of fans. He needed to create a product that would appeal to a broader demographic, one that would bring families, friends, and fans of all ages together to celebrate the spectacle of wrestling. Before we continue, if you like this video, please remember to share it with your friends, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and then watch some more of our videos. Vince McMahon's ambition was not without its challenges. His vision to transform professional wrestling from a regional attraction into a national phenomenon required bold decisions and relentless determination. To achieve his goal of national expansion, he needed to secure a television deal. This was no small feat, as wrestling was still seen by many as a niche form of entertainment. Television was the key to reaching a wider audience, and Vince knew it. He understood that the medium had the power to bring wrestling into the living rooms of millions of Americans. He aggressively pursued this goal, ultimately securing a landmark deal with NBC in 1985. This partnership was a game changer, elevating the visibility of the WWF brand. This deal brought WWF Championship Wrestling into homes across America, exposing a new audience to the world of professional wrestling. It was a pivotal moment that redefined the industry. The introduction of WWF Championship Wrestling to national television marked a turning point for Vince McMahon and the wrestling industry. It was the beginning of a new era. It exposed the product to a larger audience than ever before, setting the stage for unprecedented growth. Wrestling was no longer confined to local arenas, it was now a national spectacle. However, Vince understood that simply broadcasting wrestling matches was not enough. He needed to innovate and elevate the experience for viewers. He needed to create a product that would capture the imagination of viewers and keep them coming back for more. Wrestling had to evolve into something bigger, something unforgettable. Recognizing the need to differentiate his product, McMahon embraced the term sports entertainment. This rebranding was a bold move that set WWF apart from its competitors. This deliberate move signaled a departure from the traditional sports-centric approach to wrestling. It was no longer just about athletic competition, it was about creating a spectacle. While athleticism remained a core element, McMahon understood the importance of entertainment value. He knew that fans wanted more than just matches, they wanted stories, characters, and drama. He injected humor, drama, and over-the-top characters into the WWF product, creating a unique blend of sport and spectacle that resonated with a wider audience. Icons like Hulk Hogan became household names. McMahon's vision for sports entertainment extended beyond the wrestlers themselves. He saw the potential for wrestling to become a cultural phenomenon. He recognized the importance of creating compelling storylines and rivalries that would engage viewers emotionally. These narratives became the backbone of WWF programming. He understood that people were invested in the narratives, the heroes, and the villains. Fans wanted to cheer for their favorites and boo the villains they loved to hate. He crafted storylines that blurred the lines between fiction and reality, creating a world that was both captivating and unpredictable. This fusion of drama and athleticism became the hallmark of WWF's success. Central to Vince McMahon's vision for sports entertainment was the creation of larger-than-life stars, individuals who could captivate audiences not just in the ring, but far beyond it. He understood the power of charisma, of connecting with the audience on an emotional level, and how that connection could turn a wrestler into a household name. McMahon sought out wrestlers who embodied these qualities, individuals who could transcend the world of wrestling and become pop culture icons, bridging the gap between sports and entertainment. One such individual was Hulk Hogan, a charismatic powerhouse who would come to define an era in professional wrestling, becoming a symbol of the WWF's ambitions. McMahon recognized Hogan's star potential and strategically positioned him as the face of the WWF, crafting a narrative that would resonate with fans across generations. Hogan's all-American persona, his unwavering optimism, and his impressive physique resonated with audiences across the country, making him a hero for the masses. He became a symbol of strength, determination, and the fight for what's right, captivating the hearts and minds of fans young and old, while also inspiring a sense of unity and pride. The rise of Hulk Hogan coincided with the WWF's expansion into pay-per-view events, a revolutionary step that would change the way fans experienced wrestling. McMahon recognized the potential of this new technology to bring wrestling to an even wider audience, breaking geographical barriers and creating a shared experience for fans everywhere. He understood that fans were hungry for more immersive experiences, and pay-per-view offered a way to deliver just that, allowing them to feel closer to the action than ever before. The inaugural WrestleMania, held in 1985, was a gamble that paid off handsomely, becoming a landmark event in the history of professional wrestling. It was a resounding success, solidifying the WWF's position as a major player in the entertainment industry and setting the stage for future innovations. The success of WrestleMania 1 paved the way for a series of iconic pay-per-view events that became staples of the WWF calendar, each one bigger and more ambitious than the last. WrestleMania, in particular, grew into a cultural phenomenon, attracting mainstream media attention, celebrities, and fans from all walks of life, further cementing the WWF's legacy. The event became synonymous with professional wrestling, drawing in millions of viewers each year and showcasing the biggest stars, the most captivating storylines, and the unmatched spectacle that defined the golden era. As the 1990s dawned, Vince McMahon faced a new challenge: fierce competition. World Championship Wrestling, or WCW, a rival promotion, emerged as a serious threat, directly challenging the WWF's dominance in the wrestling industry. This competition ushered in a period known as the Monday Night Wars, a heated ratings battle between WWF's Monday Night Raw and UCW's Monday Nitro. The Monday Night Wars pushed Vince McMahon to take bold risks and innovate. To combat UCW's edgier product, McMahon shifted the WWF's programming towards a more adult-oriented approach, ushering in the iconic Attitude Era. This period was characterized by its gritty realism, controversial storylines, and anti-establishment attitude, which deeply resonated with a generation disillusioned with the status quo. During the Attitude Era, Vince McMahon introduced a new generation of stars who would go on to become household names. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H, and D-Generation X captivated audiences with their rebellious attitudes, their willingness to break the rules, and their undeniable charisma. To further engage viewers, Vince McMahon blurred the lines between fiction and reality by inserting himself into the storylines. He cast himself as Mr. McMahon, the tyrannical, power-hungry owner of the WWF, who constantly stood in the way of the fan-favorite wrestlers. This on-screen persona became a sensation, with fans relishing the opportunity to jeer the villainous boss and live vicariously through the thrilling triumphs of the wrestlers who defied him. If you like this video, please share it with your friends, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and watch more of our great videos. Thanks for watching!